everybody, what is up? It's Bull and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Happy Boxing Day. If you celebrate the 26th, in the UK we call it Boxing Day. So I know not all countries do that, but in the UK for some weird reason it's called Boxing Day. I'm not exactly sure why. To tell you the truth, I've never ever cared about it. I've never bothered to look because I really just don't care why it's called Boxing Day. But whew, they're popping off. The girls are popping off. The girls are fighting all over again. It's madness. You know, it is the annual beauty guru scandal time again, it seems, because we've got two people from the beauty space involved in drama once again. The first one is Nikita Dragun, and we're going to get into this. Nikita Dragun, oh my god, I am so pissed with Nikita Dragun today, honestly. Like, okay, so it's come out that the Hype House show that's going to be on Netflix is about to come out. Now, I don't know who's watching a Hype House documentary on Netflix, right? I don't know. Me, personally, I'm not. You know, I'm not interested in any of that. Like, but Nikita Dragun appears in this Hype House documentary where it's got other TikTokers like Lorray and all of them. And recently, Nikita Dragun has been in drama because she did this whole thing that was trolling where she was saying that she'd been 5150'd, kicked out of her home on Thanksgiving, all this. She did all of this trolling, you know, pretending that she had a scar across her belly. She did all of this trolling that was really quite triggering and very problematic. And now we see that it was all to just hype herself up for this Hype House documentary that's coming out on Netflix. So I'm like, girl, what is this? You know, this is extremely messy of Nikita. I don't like this. I'm like, nobody really cares about a creator house that's now defunct, closed down anyway. So why are you trying to promote your show because you've got an appearance in a Netflix show? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You've got an appearance in a Netflix show, so you're trying to promote it by being extremely problematic and trolling about actual mental health difficulties that people in real life have. It's like, you know, there is absolutely no class to doing that. None at all, in my opinion, you know. No class. And it's like, I just can't get over somebody pretending that they're being 5150'd and also pretending that they've like injured themselves with a massive gash across their stomach in the way that Nikita did. I'm like, fuck me, you know, you've really got to be like a low down dirty type of person to do that kind of thing. And I'm just like, nah, you know, this ain't it, Nikita. This ain't it, you know, for a Netflix show that nobody asked for.
My journey as a trans woman, whenever I walk through that door in the Hype House, all of these people have accepted me for who I am. Are you in a relationship? Whenever my personal relationships becomes a problem with my business, that's when I do feel angry.
So since then, Nikita has been on IG stories saying things like, oh, I kept it 100. You know, you're going to see who's really fake and who's really real when you see this documentary about the Hype House. Girl, we ain't watching that documentary about the Hype House. You know, bold of you to assume that people are actually going to watch that little show. I'm not. And I don't know anyone else who's going to be interested in it either, being honest. You know, I honestly don't know anybody who's like, oh wow, I can't wait to watch the Hype House show on Netflix. Netflix, get it together. Give us some shows that we actually want, you know. Netflix cancels shows that people actually like, and then they give us this.
So we're moving on to James Charles now. James Charles is in a shit ton of trouble yet again for doing the same old thing that he has been doing in 2020 and 2021. Ricky Murder, an OnlyFans creator, has made videos claiming that he received a DM from James Charles asking for his Snapchat. So James Charles then showed himself up, by saying, oh, you know, well, we had a conversation. You were asking me for pictures. Ricky Murder knew nothing of this situation, it turned out. So it seems that somebody made a fake Ricky Murder profile to kind of catfish James Charles. But look, it's James Charles caught out in the same situation that he was caught out in 2020 and 2021. Same story all over again.
Oh, this is the last video I'm gonna make about this. I just want to clear the air for anybody that has questions. So James Charles DM me. He asked for my Snapchat. I didn't reply. I didn't say a thing. The next day I noticed that he unsent the DM and he blocked me. I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever. I thought it was funny that he asked for my Snapchat, so I said I'm gonna make a little funny video out of it. You know, it wasn't that deep. So then I guess he unblocks me and he sends me those text messages basically trying to blackmail me, you know. First off, homie, I have tattoos on both of my hands. If that was me in those pictures, you would be able to see my tattoos. And second, mine don't look like that, you feel me? That's not mine, dog. 3, if I had added you on Snapchat, that would have meant that at some point, I would have accepted your DM and gave you my Snapchat. So why is your DM still in my request? Why didn't it go straight through? That's because I never answered you. And the reason why I'm really addressing this for real is because he's accusing me of begging him for pictures, which is weird to me. Like, I didn't do that. Come on, son. So yeah, man, that's what happened. No, I said I wasn't going to post anymore, but this is where I'm going to really end it right here. So James DM'd me and said that someone sent him my Snapchat. So he didn't even get my Snapchat from me, right? On top of that, he added Rick Murder. My Snapchat has been in my highlights since 3 weeks ago, and I always post my Snapchat in my highlights since 2020. I always update it. My Snapchat is Ricky Murder, not Rick Murder. So he says I either sent him fake pictures or someone made a fake Snapchat account using my name to catfish people. He even said I'm right about the hand tattoos. I told y'all, man. And to finish this off for real, he even said everyone's on your side now, so you win. So yeah.
So what I really don't like about this whole James Charles situation is that James Charles actually went to this guy, Ricky Murder, and said, oh, well, what if I put out our conversation and make a TikTok with it? So he was going to put out a TikTok. Allegedly, James Charles was going to put out a TikTok of his conversation with this Ricky Murder guy when it wasn't actually that Ricky Murder guy himself. It was somebody pretending to be Ricky Murder, and James Charles was threatening him to try and expose him for something that he didn't do. And then he caps it off by saying to this Ricky Murder guy, oh, well, you won. No one's going to believe me. You won. What did he win? Was there a $50,000 grand prize or something? I don't know. You know, it makes it sound like it, right? Ricky Murder, what's he won? Okay, he's got some new followers maybe after this whole situation. But I don't exactly think that he won anything. You know, he was threatened by James Charles. How's that a prize? You know, maybe, yeah, because he's got a new few followers or whatever out of it now. But how is that a prize? Being threatened by somebody like James Charles online. It's hardly something to, like, brag about, is it, really, when you think about it? Oh, I was threatened by James Charles online. Like, come on, you know. That is not some kind of a prize. That's not a badge of honour, you know. James Charles is doing what he does. And I don't like it, you know, I really don't. James Charles has got away with far too much, you know. Let's not forget, he built his whole career on lies. He built his whole career off of an edited prom photo and then went on the Ellen show. So it's like, you know, James wants to complain that people don't believe him. Well, dude, you started out with lies. So how are you going to complain that people don't believe you? Sorry. A little bit of highlighter. I think we need some on here. But yeah, you won, Ricky. James Charles says you won. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Like, can we make some better people famous, please? Can we make some better people influencers? Really, like, I think we need to leave James Charles and Nikita Dragun out by the bins with the trash in 2021. Please, we don't have to bring them to 2022. Please, can we just leave them out in the trash and let that be that? Please, you know, can we get some better influencers? Please, I am begging you guys. Please stop making these people famous. Please stop doing it. But one thing that I did like today was I watched Nikki Tutorial's video where it was her and her fiance Dylan, and they were both doing each other's makeup, and it was a really cute video. Really, really cute, really nice. And it was a video where Nikki was answering like juicy questions. Now, I like Nikki Tutorials. I think Nikki Tutorials is somebody who's fun to watch. I think she's one of the decent influencers, right? So I will praise Nikki Tutorials all day long, okay? So I watched this video, and one of the questions was like something like, what was the best moment that you've had with each other? And Nikki responded by saying that her best moment was when she was gonna publish her coming out video, where she told everybody that she was trans. She was going to publish her coming out video, and she didn't want to hit publish on YouTube, but Dylan took her by the hand and said, no, you know, we're in this together, we're going to do this. And Nikki chose that as her best moment. Now, of course, there was all this drama with Nikki's coming out as to who had blackmailed her. Somebody had put her up to coming out and all of this stuff, you know. And then it turned out that it was probably the people behind Two-Face, Jared Blandino, his sister, because she was putting things out on Instagram at the time. There was a lot of kind of controversy, but it was all sort of hidden. You know, you didn't really get to know the full tea on that situation with Jared Blandino's sister and Nikki Tutorials. Jared Blandino's sister was putting things out on Instagram, like she put up her Instagram status that was accusing Nikki Tutorials of lying and all this kind of stuff. She put out this Instagram status and all of that. And then Jared Blandino of the brand Two-Face, he said that he was firing his sister. It was this whole big mess. So I can imagine that it must have been a real ordeal for Nikki Tutorials to go through at the time. A real, like, hard ordeal. Because imagine you're an influencer, you're a YouTuber with so many followers, and you're not sure how the world is going to react to you coming out and saying that you're trans, you know. It's not a small thing. It's a big thing for somebody who's got a large following to do, to admit, hey, I've been hiding something from you guys and this is what it is. It's a really big thing to do, to have that honest moment and really be open with your audience. You're not sure how they're going to react to it, all of that stuff, you know. It is a huge deal. So I can understand why Nikki would have been really nervous about all of that, you know. But I'm glad that Nikki Tutorials got the outpouring of support that she got when she made that video, when she released it. I'm glad that everyone was behind her. You know, that to me was, I think, probably one of the best moments that we had online in 2020, you know, because that was just lovely to see everybody supporting Nikki. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I'm going to go carry on painting my face, and I may or may not be back later today. If not today, it'll be tomorrow. So I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Let me know what you think about all the drama with James Charles, Nikita Dragun, and I'll see you on the next one. I love you guys. Bye.